What's good, people? You know who it is. It's your boy Hustler88. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so right now and give it a like. But what I want to talk about is the mass shootings of violent video games. I hate talking about this. Like, I just hate it. Like, I hate it from a passion. It just gives me, it makes me angry. Like, it makes me want to do a video like this. It makes me cringe when I see stuff like this. Like, every time when it's when violence is in the media, when they recently had a mass shootings, they recently had like two mass shootings, a couple of weeks ago or a couple of days ago, and I'm gonna post a link at the bottom of the description, but it was a link of information about the politicians blaming violent video games, the mass, because of the mass shootings, they blame violent video games because of it. Like, what? Like seriously, you gonna do that for real? Like, are you kidding me? Like, when I was small, I'll be honest with you, I used to play. I didn't play a lot of violent video games, but when I was small, I used to play some violent video games like Mortal Kombat, for example. I played Mortal Kombat. I played Tekken 7. Tekken, the original one that came out a long time ago. I used to play Metal Gear Solid. I used to play violent video games, but that didn't infiltrate. It didn't influence me to want to actually go out and kill people, go out and hurt people. Violent video games is not the cause of it. I'm not a psychologist, but I have a degree in counseling and mental illness. I believe mental illness exists. We do need improvement in mental illness. I don't know why mental illness is not spoken of in schools, and a lot of things are not spoken of it in schools. Fine. I mean, I'm not going to go into details of it, but I had to make this video because it's just making me mad right now. It's making me pissed off. Right now, it's like when violence comes, when there's mass shootings, there has to be a problem. There has to be something, a media link to it. It has to be violent video games. That's the cause of it. That's the main problem. But if that was the case, you might as well blame music, movies, TV shows. I mean, all of it has influences, but just because it has an influence doesn't necessarily mean you have to embrace it. Doesn't mean that you have to endorse it. Just because you see violent video games doesn't necessarily mean that child is going to embrace it. Because if you raise your child up to be in the right standards, if you raise them up to be responsible, because at the end of the day, once they get older, they have to take responsibility of their actions. They have to take responsibility of their surroundings, because if violent video games is the cause of murder, right, that means anybody that plays violent video games are actually violent people, are actually serial killers, and that is not the case, and I don't understand that. I'm gonna post a link at the bottom, but let me read the article a little bit. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. It's on my cell phone. It says, after two mass shootings over the weekend that killed 31 people and wounded dozens more, powerful Republicans, including President blame and Bozeman video games. We must stop the glorification of violence in our society, President Trump said on Monday in a White House address on the shootings. This includes the gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace. So basically, Donald Trump is actually blaming violent video games because of the mass shootings. Think about that. So how is violent video games linked up to the mass shootings? I don't understand that. That's a question mark. that's a question mark that you should ask yourself. Like, why does it have to be violent video games? Every time there's a mass shooting, oh, it's violent video games that's linked to it. But do you have any evidence to prove your point? Do you have any actual evidence to prove your point? Like, seriously. In order for you to prove that violent video games is the cause of mass shootings, you really have to dig deep. Like, does this person, the person may have mental problems. I don't know. We don't know exactly, but what I do know is that he has to take accountability. He has to take responsibility of what he did. We all have to, we are responsible beings. And when we are responsible beings, that means we have the choice to do what is right or do what is wrong. And violent video games does not make us go out and kill people. We have to make the choice ourselves. Because when we turn our console off, we in the real world. That means that we no longer under the virtual reality, but we under reality. That means we are facing reality. When we are facing reality, that means that we have to make the choice to do what is right or do what is wrong. So just tell me what you think about this video. Leave your thoughts, comments, like, subscribe, tell a friend, It just, I had to do this video because it's tickled me, right? I just feel this edge, just want to like do a video. It just makes me want to do a video. It makes me want to do a video on this because I think I did a video one time before, but this again, this has to stop. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, society would do anything just to blame. They could blame anything in this world. When somebody, let's say for example, somebody go out and kill people, oh, video games is the cause of it. Like, seriously? But yeah, just tell me what you think about this video. Leave your thoughts, comments, like, subscribe. I had to do this video. I just wanted to get this off my chest. And I'm out. Deuces, peace, salute, God bless.